Welcome back, guys. In today's video I've got loads of news for you and a very big warning, so watch it to the end to see that particular warning, because it is important you are prepared for what's about to come. So just without any further ado, I'm going to take you into the so we're already here anyway. I'm going to just in the coin market cap, just have a quick rough look at the market. The market today is at 1.68 trillion, very close to 1.7 trillion, and you can see we went up by 5.55%. Everything is looking pretty good. Everybody's pumping. Binance coin, I'll get to that in a second, why it's pumping so hard. Cardano's pumping, Polkadot's pumping, pretty much everything is pumping. Just a few handful of coin going down, so I'm not that too bothered about those, and the numbers are very small anyway, so ultimately I think we're all going to grow. So just to start you off, I'm going to be talking about some of the coins today that I've personally invested, or I'm planning to scale in, or I am going to invest in the coming period. Basically, maybe today or tomorrow I will be scaling in, but based on certain factors. So I'm just going to start off with Solana, or whatever you call it. Solana, as you can see, has just entered into, so for a good few days, right, if not a couple of weeks, it's been hovering around and going down. So I've been looking for it, but I was waiting for the market trend to change, the overall market trend to change, which means I wanted Bitcoin to change its trajectory, I wanted Ethereum to change its trajectory, and it's done. Both of them have. So the whole market's taken a bit of a U-turn now, which is good, exactly what I was looking for. After the U-turn, as you can see, Solana went back into this golden pocket zone. So now today I am thinking, just after this video, I will be buying some Solana. Okay, so that's a good opportunity if anybody wants to pick it up, and then you can obviously, even up to the 0.786, there's a good percentage to be made. But remember, we had an all-time high just not long ago. So just here we had an all-time high and the price was around $18. So from where we are today, currently we're sitting now at $14 to $18. It's not bad. That's an easy 30% gain there. So as a good opportunity for somebody to make a little percentage on the side. If you're looking at Cake, is another coin that I'm already in, and I am planning to scale in a little bit more. Sadly, I missed the golden pocket today, but I am still very bullish, and I think Cake will do very well. So because of that, I am planning to scale into the Cake. I am going to observe today, as you can see, this Fibonacci level here, the level 1, which is the previous, well, not previously, like a couple of weeks ago, the top we had. If we can go above this and close above this, then I know the market's going to go up. So I am going to just scale into this one on the blind, because I am quite bullish on this one. I do think for a short time it does have good potential to make some serious gains. So I'm only in it for the money on this particular one. Let's go to another one here. So we've got, this is Yearn Finance. Yearn Finance, just for a short term as well. As you can see, we had a market top. I did scale out. In fact, I probably scaled out 95% of my holding. So I just, got rid of all of it. I took my initial and I took my profit as well. And I'm planning to scale back in. And currently, just slightly above the golden pocket. So I am going to be scaling back into this, but very cautiously, I would say. So I am thinking about this one. Another coin I'm very bullish about is Polkadot. I don't know if I've talked about it before, and as you can see on a short time scale, on the daily, Polkadot today is within the bigger golden pocket, but I kind of missed the thing. But I'm not going to wait any longer. I am going to actually dive into Polkadot and just climb this wave, because Polkadot has so many massive news and everything. They're doing so many good things, and they're definitely trying to take as much of Ethereum share as possible. And I don't even need to say try. Actually, there are so many projects who are on Ethereum who are now kind of moving in or actually doing something cross-chain with Polkadot. So it is become one of those blockchains of choice if you want cross-platform compatibility. So that's thought, and that's something I'm going to be scaling into as well. Bake, I am already invested in Bake. I bought Bake some time back, so currently I missed today's pump. So I kind of feel bad, but doesn't matter. I'm still thinking about Bake, and we know that when the time we have the data from that point, it was around $3. So if Bake could go back to even $2, I've doubled my money, even if I enter today. And today's price is what's the price today? Today's price is $1 $1.54, right? So even if I go up to $2, still not that bad. I mean, that's like easily like 25-30% I can make, so I'm quite happy with that. I am going to scale into this one. Matic is something I've stayed away from for some time. Back in the days I did touch it, but I wasn't really into it. However, I have been observing Matic for some time, and somebody else wanted to know about Matic as well. So, you know, and I've been recommending it. And, you know, if I'm going to recommend it, I'm obviously going to go into it. So I was waiting for it to come down to the golden pocket. But right now, looking at all the news, looking at everything, I'm not going to wait any longer. I am going to scale into Matic and try and put a nice little position in there and see where it goes from there. The other one, somebody asked me the other day, if you remember, we were talking about, I think it was last week or something, we were talking about it, and it's gone above the golden pocket. Right now it's just pushing, which is good. Today it's had a bit of an indecided thing, but you know what, I don't think that's going to hold it. I think Matic is, sorry, VeChain is going to be pushing harder, and you know, I'm still going to stick to the 0.096. Yes, so Matic has a good opportunity to go up by about 50-60%, so that's a very good number to look at. The other one, Reef, slightly disappointing, you know, currently sitting at the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which I'm not happy, which is a 50% Fibonacci, not happy. I will be observing this, but I'm personally not going to enter until I hit the golden pocket. From that point, if I see a candle shooting up to here, I will be definitely scaling in and going. Now, Cardano is a different story. Cardano, I'm very bullish. I've been invested in Cardano for a very long time. I bought it when it was pennies, and I'm just constantly scaling in as much as possible. So right now, last week I loaded my bags again, and you know, because I'm seeing it in the golden pocket, you don't want to miss it. So I'm in it already, and I'm scaling in a little bit more, and I'm, you know, I'm not going to say hoping, but I know that we are going to have a pump soon. And if we do have a pump soon, we should be looking at a $2, $3, $4 Cardano easy. So this is one of the reasons why I'm quite bullish. But overall, over the longer period as well, I'm very bullish. It's one of those that I'm going to be holding. Even if the bull market ends, I'm still going to be holding on Cardano because I do see a good future for it. It's a very, very good competitor to Ethereum. And ultimately, if it takes a mega share of Ethereum or some portion of it, then yeah, I mean, it's so good. So another one that I want to be talking about today is Uni Swap. Now, Uni Swap, originally when I entered into Uni Swap, it was around the $2.40, something like this. So Uni Swap's been quite good. And right now with Uni Swap, they got some massive news. They're launching version 3 regarding the because of the Ethereum network congestion and the fee situations. They're doing a scaling 2 solution with the version 3. Because of that, it looks very good. So I'm hoping, right, and I have to be honest, if I do want to scale back into this, I need to see a green candle, right? But even if I see some more red candles, and this is, understand this, right? So if I see a whole bunch of red candles and it brings me back into this particular 786 level, all right, or anywhere within this 061, so this particular range here, I am going to go in, right? So, but if it doesn't, and if it starts moving back up, then I want to see a green candle that is at least above this red candle, right? If I see a candle that is around this particular level here, around the $34 mark, I am going to scale in and then just move back up again. So I need a confirmation candle. I need a candle to close on the confirmation, definitely. And we're going to scale into that particular one. Now, without any further ado, let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum, you know that, you know, where I was, and I've actually taken some of the lines out that I had because they're just invalidated. So I'm not really going to keep them anymore. I don't think we're coming back into the golden pocket. So right now it's just a matter of Ethereum going up. And also with Ethereum scaling EIP 1559. The news coming out, it's very bullish, and I told you on the last video as well, if this goes through and if everything goes smoothly as planned, it could easily rocket to 5, 6, 10, 20, 30, even 50,000. I don't see a problem being with Ethereum. So that's something I'm going to be observing, and obviously if it does, then it's going to be significant profits. So I'm quite happy with that one. Going into Bitcoin. So before we get into the major news about the warning, let's just go into Bitcoin and have a look at Bitcoin, what it's doing. So currently, as you can see, I've put a little line here because this has now become a little bit of a resistance line, right? So this was the previous support. This was a previous support. As you see, you know, currently we've got a bit of a sorry, previous support, previous resistance, and this is now currently become our resistance. So because of that particular area, this particular range that we've got here, we need to pop above this and close a candle above this. But if you look at a closer picture, we are slightly above. So even this, I could excuse it and say, you know what, we did pop off. But again, we've got 2 hours and 40 minutes to close this candle. So if we do close this candle in the next 2 hours and 40 minutes and we stay above this red line, sorry, this white line, and we print our new candle, which is a green one again, bullish, and goes up, I'm happy. But even then, if it actually does a red candle and slightly dips below, as long as we're within this channel, still very bullish, right? So it's a matter of basically 1 or 2 days we will push up. But overall, the picture, you know, for me, I'm not that optimistic that it's going to go up tomorrow. It could, but I'm looking at a bigger picture on this, and this is where it's going to take me to that warning. Also, before we get into this, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. If you find this valuable, please do share with one another. It does really help, and hit the thumbs up, like button, really helps. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. So let's go into the major news, right? So this is the major news I want to show you. So I'm on the BLX chart on the monthly, and as you can see, we've got the entire history of Bitcoin here. And what I want to show you, something very dangerous for all of us, right? Because if you lose concentration and you don't really look at this data points, you don't know when to when to exit the market or anything like this, it can catch you out. So just before I get into this, let me explain one thing. If you're holding onto Bitcoin for the next 10 years, this doesn't matter to you. It doesn't apply to you at all. But if you're in it for a short term, right, you're in it, you've entered and you made some significant gains, and you need to know, you don't want to hold it for the next 5 years. This really applies to you. And what I want to do is take you back to 2011, right? So the first time. So you see these lines here. This is my top of this is where the blow off top of the market is. This is where the bottom of the market is, the dark blue line. You can barely see it here. I've got that there. Now, this white line is what we want to look at. So this is the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve chart, right? And on this, you can see on the month of April 2011, we actually popped up. And when we popped our head above this line, it only took 2 months until the market blow off happened, right? As you can see, same again happened here, where in the April 2013 we popped our head and then we popped down a little bit, and then it didn't take long, we had 1 month and then we had a blow off top, right? The same thing if you can look at the 2017, we popped up and then it didn't last that long, we had 4 months and then we had the blow off top, and then everybody was holding the bags for a very long time. Currently in 2021, you can see that in the month of February, we did the very same thing. Month of March opened up obviously above this. So again, we've only got a few months, right, left. Now, traditionally, as you can see, 3 to 4 months, but on the longest thing we've had on the 2013, we had a 7 month before we had the blow off top. So if this is the same scenario in this one, it's not that bad. I mean, that still keeps us in the hold phase as long as we don't hit that blow off. But what I want everybody to understand is, if you are planning to scale out, when we go around this purple line, you need to be ready, because it doesn't last that long. It could be, a day, it could be a week, it could be anything, but usually within that month we will hit that line, and when we do, we're going to get rejected and we're going to come down. It will be something different. I mean, this could be easily, say for example, on this particular time, this blue line, we don't actually ever hit it, right? Or we go cross it. Could be something new. But again, we haven't had these kind of data to compare to before. So looking at the previous 3 cycles, when we look at it, we see that traditionally, when we go to the top blue line, we will have the market blow off and then we go into a bear market. So I just wanted to warn everybody that, look what we've printed. This is a warning sign for us. As soon as we print that, it's warning. If we stayed within this channel, right, and continued, we're still growing in value, so the Bitcoin price doesn't change, right? So here, as you can see, 34, and then around here, right, we still have a 49. That would have been a smoother growth. But when we go parabolic, it doesn't last long. That's the euphoria stage. So that's what I wanted everybody to understand. So yeah, other than that, guys, I'm not going to make this any longer. I hope this was informative and valuable. If you did find value from it, please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on another one. Thank you very much.